We learned that Heinemann bought about a township worth of land and built a railroad right into it. The Wright Company actually built the railroad. You can see it starting from Prairie River Junction near Bloomville and stretching into Loop Road with another line heading roughly along Horn Lake Road past Underdown Lake where there is a camp. Old saw blades and barrel stays have already been found near Underdown Lake, so with a little archaeology it should be possible to pinpoint the site of that camp. This is the railroad between Prairie River Junction and Loop Road. Watch for places where the grade was cut straight through the hills, like here, and other places where causeways were built up from the extra earth. At this point, the grade crosses a significant causeway. To the left is the line that moves west towards Underdown Lake. Finally, the grade emerges on Loop Road. The railroad emerges at the southern tip of Loop Road, but there's always been this mystery railroad with swamps on both sides, farther north on Loop Road. This is where the railroad came out on Loop Road. Not there. Right there. You can see how it's built up between these two swamps right here. The railroad moves right through the swamp, just like the map shows. The railroad's kind of benched into the hill here. It's been clear cut 3 years ago, so the brush is getting kind of thick. There's definite grading going on here. We're headed right for a swamp. Here the railroad crosses a bog, which seems impossible, but there are definite grades on both sides. Starting to look familiar. This is right on Trail V. That was it. Here we're getting to the Trail U part of the railroad grade, looking for proof that this was a railroad. I know it's here. You can see on the other side of the bog, we're getting back to the grade again. I'm looking for proof of a railroad, but rocks don't prove anything. There's some proof right there. You can see the washboard from when they pulled up the ties. I found something large and metallic buried under the trees and the roots.
After a lot of searching and a lot of digging through this nasty root bed, finally found the proof that this was a railroad. We got ourselves the actual rail here. And they must have left it behind when they pulled everything else out. The steel was pretty valuable. I found it down there. Didn't find the end there, and it's still going under this tree here. Oh, a cleared bike trail goes off to the right here. But the railroad grade goes straight right into the swamp. Let's see what happens. You can tell by the grade here, we're still on the railroad, but it's dropping down into the swamp. Let's see if we can pick up the thread of the railroad grade through the swamp here. It's still going. But it's getting wet. We still have evidence of some serious grading here. Still moving on. Between that ditch and that one, we're still on the grade. We're still taking the grade, but you can tell it was built up. Definitely some work done here. New and
I've been to this spot on the bike trail 100 times, even built a bridge there, and I saw evidence of a railroad but never really believed it. It was the impenetrable swamps on both sides.
Now, the bike trail right here is always just turned off to the left. Looks like that water and this is man-made, and we're on a grade. I've never pursued it into the brush. It's getting kind of iffy, but there's definitely a causeway between two swamps here. You can tell by that row of trees straight through the swamp. There's some building up going on. We're across the dry ground. Let's see if we got the thread of a trail. And there it is. Definite railroad grade here. Here we are, back out on the main grade. We've solved the mystery of how the trains got back to the railroad on Trail U.
From the Prairie River Junction Line and Loop Road, we already knew the railroad moved west north of Underdown Lake. But now we know it loops through the swamp and comes out on Loop Road much farther north. These are the proven railroad lines so far, but I know there are more to find. If you visit the bike and hike trails, this is where you'll find the Underdown Railroad.